Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you could be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. But this is season 8, episode 14, man. Look, we're taking every letter of the alphabet and we're breaking them down each show. Man, we started with A, now we on N. Man, I wonder what the word is going to be today. Well, tonight. Man, I hope y'all here to enjoy yourself because this is going to be a wonderful show. Every day, every Saturday is going to be a great show because you learn something, you understand different things about relationships. Also, if you don't know your love language, I'll be glad to send you the love language quiz. Man, you can, take the quiz, understand your love language, the whole description, everything shows you what you're looking for in a relationship, what things that doesn't really, stand out more in a relationship. It tells you so much and it opens doors to so many different things. So if you don't know those love languages, it's quality time, words of affirmation, receiving gifts, active service, and physical touch. So all you got to do is send me a hi, hit me with a fave. I'll be glad to send it to you. Also, before we get started, I want to say, please keep your language clean and your hearts open because this is Dear Cupid. So we're going to bring up to the platform, to the show. We got Queen B. She's always here. She needs to be here. She has to be here because she's my co-host, and that's what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be nothing else. So I said what I said. But bring it up to the show. We got Queen B vibes. She's about to tell me something. What's this?
Hold on, I had to quench my thirst first because you got me messed up. I'm gonna let you slide though. I'm gonna let you slide. But the one time I'm just a couple of minutes late, just a couple of minutes. That's it.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see.
It ain't even that. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Renita, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. It's just I don't like how my camera is positioned. I gotta, you gotta get the right angle with me. I be particular about that sometimes.
All right, but go ahead and introduce yourself so the people know what you got going on the app and when you're coming back to the app.
My bad. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm Queen B
I want
Vibes.
some orange juice.
I don't know when I'm coming back to the app to stream. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna work on it. I've been working on it for some time now, but you can definitely catch me here at Qupid stream whenever you catch him live. But you can always catch me here on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Dear Cupid. Other than that, you can see me in the box in the comments of some of your other favorite streams, just chilling, catching the vibe.
All right. So, like I said, this is Alphabets of Love. We're breaking down every single letter of the alphabet for this season. We're on N. So, can anyone think of a word that starts with N that incorporates to love that we possibly could talk about tonight? Comments, y'all are free to comment the word. So it's an open. So if you have a word that starts with N that could be the word tonight, type it in the comments.
I appreciate the compliment.
This is nothing but Queen. Sasha, Benita, anybody know an N word that incorporates to love for our letter tonight?
Okay.
Oh, snap. Mm-hmm. How you know that?
Nice.
I think the test was corrupted. I think the answer was forged. I think someone leaked the information.
Be quiet. You always think it's something to something like can people just be great? I mean, how many N words can you really think of? Let's be honest here.
You took a wild guess. Yeah. Queen.
What? What? Anybody could. You give me another
Nobody
anybody
else
could.
said no other word. Nothing.
Naive. Nasty.
Oh,
See?
see, Benita, you're nasty. You know, we know what you're thinking about. You're nasty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're
Says the
nasty.
person
What
who
about
wouldn't be.
needs? What
Says
about
the person.
needs? Neglected. Okay. I like the neglected. Somebody actually mentioned that earlier on neglected because people do feel neglected in relationships.
Too often.
So that's yeah, too often. Yeah, I like that one. Um,
Nobility. Ooh. Oh, nobility.
nobility. Okay, juice. Okay, somebody got the juice.
Mm-hmm. Kind of juice you drinking?
Water. All right, Queen B, go ahead and get this mother started.
The word is nurture. The word for today is nurture. Don't come here. since I done leaked it. Nurture. What's say like this? Nurture.
Imagination. Nurturing. I thought about SpongeBob when that came into my head.
I know.
Yeah.
Bad.
All right. So, Queen, nostalgia. That's another one we was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Queen B, give me your definition of nurturing.
Okay.
Nurture.
So my definition: the process of caring for and encouraging the growth or development of someone or something. I'm gonna repeat that. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. The process of caring for and encouraging the growth or development of someone or something.
Okay, all right. Mine is in the relationship, all individuals mutually benefit, each providing care and attention for each other. Nurturing relationships often includes feeling included and experiencing a sense of belonging, assisting others to feel wanted, contributing to the well-being of others. That's my definition.
Of course,
You know, I
you
gotta
have
throw
to
that
legally.
Cupid,
Yeah, I know
Cupid.
that. The mess. I know.
Yeah, you know, from Louisiana, you gotta throw that little slap your mama on there, that Tony Satchers. Not
I heard
not
y'all
that
like sugar in y'all rice.
who?
I said I heard y'all like sugar in y'all
What?
rice out there.
No, we do not like sugar in our rice. We do not like sugar in our grits. No, it don't go. No.
Don't knock it till you try it. Slap your mama
Yeah,
is
slap
buzzing
your
though.
mama. I'm not putting sugar in my rice. Why do I want sweet rice?
Look, I don't think it's good.
I am not. No.
Okay.
All right. Because you sweet. Oh, here we go. Okay. So let's talk about nurturing. So, Queen B, what you got for nurturing? What you got?
So it's a few things that you can do to be nurturing in relationships. You can be fully present in your activities, creating a safe space for you guys to like communicate, being open with each other so you all could talk, providing affection, comfort, when it's needed, stuff like that.
Yeah, I look at nurturing as being that person's basically being that person's not everything because it can't be everything. It's just being that comfort, that space, that acknowledgement, like, hey, they're there, they're making me seem like I belong where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're in a relationship, if you're in a relationship with someone and they're not giving you that attention, they're not giving you that sense of I'm here for a reason and not just here to just take up space or take up on their time because I have a purpose here in this relationship. Support system, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just for example, support system in the stream. Everybody pitching apart, hold hearts, um, show love and gift in comments, engage in comments, um, boost, like your ride or die. Queen B, she my friend basically, best friend. Then you got Kiwi. You know, she's my little evil devil on the side of my shoulder. That's her. That's Kiwi. I might burn that.
Kiwi.
And then, Hollywood just came with that's bro right there. That's support. Like everybody has a support system. It's not just singled out to a relationship. You have people that support you outside the relationship, and you have people that support you, that person that supports you in the relationship. So always think about that because you do have friends,
Yeah.
but we talk about relationships. So I want to say, if you nurture and grow that relationship into something truly authentic, what we talked about, like that genuine. Did we talk about genuine for G? That
Mm-hmm. Yes,
authentic,
it
like
is.
being real, like so it can result in a long term, mutual, beneficial connection. Neglect neglect relationship building, and you will not only be missing out on one sale, but many potentially in-linked ones in the future. So if you show neglect in one relationship, or someone is neglecting you in a relationship, down the line, it's like you're gonna continue to say, "Man, I still feel neglected, and nobody's really showing me that nurture that I was looking for." Is steady. A friendship is a relationship. That is true, but on a lower level than a relationship. We talked about that before too a while back. A relationship, the
Yeah.
difference between a relationship and a friendship. So let's see. I have another one. A nurturing relationship is usually a healthy one, usually. But if you become overly dedicated to your partner, there's a potential you're causing more harm than good. Did y'all know when people say you're super clingy or you're in my space or like you're not giving me my time to myself, especially when you go into a relationship with someone that normally go out with their friends or they, like to do things, you know, on their own,
Mm-hmm.
don't deprive that person of what they used to do. Like some of the stuff they do stop, but if they're going out with their friends and having fun, let them still have their life. So if you go too far into nurturing, it will cause the person to really push back or seem like, hey, you're smothering me. I need some space. Calm down. And that's what communication come in the
Yeah.
beginning. Like, hey, how much do you want of this nurturing? How much you want of me being around you? Because quality time plays a big role in nurturing, being around each other, spending time with each other, talking. But there's a time where, hey, I need my personal time too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Otherwise, you can start losing sight of who you are. People had a life before your relationship, but that's again where communication comes in handy. Although there still be some boundaries that are set somewhere down the line, but don't deprive them of the life that they had before you came
Mm-hmm.
along. Because who knows, you all could partake in some of that stuff together, but you do have to give your partner that space to like breathe. They are still like individuals.
Mm-hmm. And being too attentive in a relationship can hurt your relationship and your partner. So it's important to be able to identify the signs sooner than rather than later.
Mhm.
Because basically, on the surface, nurturing can look like it's really positive in a relationship for basically communicating, being genuine, being that person, everything. Hey, you need me, I got you with this. Active, like doing things, but when the same qualities can also harm in the long run. However, for some, over nurturing can feel suffocating and actually lead them to disengage from the relationship in order to get some space. That's what you don't want.
Mhm.
You don't want the person to feel like, okay, I need some space. You being too much under me. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like that growing up. Like, being in a relationship, everything was, I gotta be around you. Is no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm gonna be there. And they was like, look, I need some time, and you just you too much under me, and I need you to just chill. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, she probably cheating on me, but it was me giving her, like, pushing too hard because I was depriving her of her own personal time. Never lose your identity, even in a relationship. It will suffocate it to each have your own personalities. And yes, that's why I said, like, when you get to a relationship with somebody, you have one person that like to go out with their friends, you got another person that like to be a homebody. But don't deprive that person of going out with their friends just because you want to be at home all day. I'm like, there's a specific time that, hey, we're gonna be at home, we're gonna chill, we're gonna relax, and we just gonna, be around each other. But there's a time where, hey, we can go out too. You can have fun with me, and we can go do something outside. But I also have time for myself too, where I need to go out with my friends, or I need to go out with my family. Don't deprive that person of that world that they had before. That's where also the boundaries and um setting things in line to say, hey, there's some things that you still can do, but there's some things you can't do because you're in a relationship. So going out, ladies, if y'all used to go out with your friends and y'all go crazy, doing your, you can't do that too much. You can't do it. You got to slow down a little bit. You're in a relationship. You know, you can't be going there, shirt, halfway showing everything. I understand you want to look good, girl. I understand you want to look good, but look, your man ain't there. Be respectful of the relationship that you in. Fellas, your woman at home chilling, watching TV, you out with your partner. Don't go holler at every girl that basically smile in your face. Guess what? You got a woman at home. Stop playing. Like, you can still go out, because if you can trust her to go out with her friends, she can trust you to go out with your friends. And that's where that nurturing come in. Like, you understand and know that, hey, when they get back home, I understand they ain't doing nothing, they ain't got no business. And I can communicate with them and talk to them. Say, hey, how was your day, baby? And they'll be honest and truthful with me. Cause that's where it come from. Honesty, truth, being there to communicate, being transparent. That all goes together. But
Mhm.
y'all just tuning in, man. This is Dear Cupid, every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. This is season 8, episode 14. We're on 14, right? Yeah, 14.
Yes, 14.
We don't let it in. We talk about nurturing in a relationship, understanding that person, being that nurturing, that space, that bond, that support for when you need something. If you need some affection, you need that person to listen to, you need that person to guide you in the right space, because we all need somebody. So we about to get into it, man. This is the Ask Cupid segment of Dear Cupid, where you get to ask me, Cupid. That's me. Cupid with a Q, not a C. But ask me a question and I will answer it. Like, it has to be pertaining to the show, about love, relationships, love languages. If you want to ask me a question about, hey, something about the show, you can. Just all you have to do is put Dear Cupid in the comments, or, just say, hey, I got a question. I got a scenario. Put it in the comments, Dear Cupid with a Q, and I'll be glad to answer your question. So let's go. The floor is open.
Hey. Cupid, not the Cupid with the
Cupid
C.
with a Q. Cupid with a Q, not a C. Sasha,
Oh my god. Well, how about that?
me
I'll
and
kick
you
off
gonna
the
have a
first
problem.
one.
Know what? Queen B.
What's up?
Go ahead.
Well, go ahead with the question. All right. So, when it comes down to like nurturing, it starts off in childhood. So, one of my questions
Hmm.
for you, Cupid, is dear Cupid, what is a particular method of nurturing your parents use on you that you would possibly pass down to Cupid Jr., if there is one?
Don't touch the don't touch the hot stove when somebody. But to be honest with you, what I pass down from my parents is, especially if I have a son, respect a woman. Don't treat her, you know, don't treat her like less or anything. Treat her like a woman. Be a gentleman. That's one big thing. A lot of men do not respect women nowadays. So there's a few of us that still are gentlemen, still, are humble, and we'll open the door for you. We'll, make sure you're good and not get wet in the rain. I'm just saying. So if I do have a son, yeah, I will instill that into him. Never hit a woman because I never hit a woman because it's no such, like, why would I hit a woman? I'm like, if we get into a heated argument, it shouldn't even escalate that far. Walk
Mm,
away.
yeah.
Um, if I have a girl, if I have a girl or a daughter, I definitely, if you can't treat a woman like me, if you can't find a man that can basically treat you like I did and put you in a position to excel and grow, you shouldn't be with them.
Big facts, big facts.
So
So for me, something that our mom did with us, whether I have a girl or a boy, I do have a boy now. Give, I want my children to know that I want you to give me your side of the story as to like what happened. Give your child a chance to voice what's going on with them or why something happened the way it did. Like example, my son had a bully and they had an altercation. Now, I do not condone violence whatsoever, but when I found out about it, I needed to know exactly what happened from his perspective so I know exactly why he reacted the way that he reacted. He was basically just
mm,
defending himself. Don't ever just jump to a conclusion. Even in regular relationships, you need to allow them that opportunity to explain so you can see how you can move on from it, to work through it.
yeah, facts. All right. Thank y'all for that faith. Thank y'all for that love. Um, okay, I
There
see.
was a question in there.
Yeah. Dear Cupid with a C, but we're gonna let it slide because I know. Why do men leave the woman that helped build them up for a woman of lesser value? Whew.
My answer is kind of negative, but it could be biased,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna give it.
because it can be a lot of different factors in that. Sometimes it's time for that person to move on and do things on their own and venture out. That's one. Then you don't know what the situation was between that man and that woman for him to leave in that situation. Um, and some you have men that are stupid and simps and basically don't care and just want to just venture out and use those accolades and milestones to make himself look good, even though a woman helped him succeed and become the man he is. Yeah, so that's my answer. That's my answer.
Mm, I don't know. Some people might be mad at my answer, but fight me.
Hey, go ahead.
Uh,
Hey, look, I gave him three. I gave him three. You go ahead and do it because I know Kiwi want to say
I
something.
only got one at the top of my head, to be honest with you. I feel like the men, when in those scenarios, they saw that you were valuable in a way and decided to use you. And then they decided to
Mhm.
go on to the next woman who they wanted. They didn't want you. They want what you did for them to help benefit them. And now that they're up on this pedestal, they feel like they can go get whoever they want to because they feel more highly of themselves. You basically engaged him and uplifted him to make him build himself up into this ego that they got instead of confidence. And now, okay, well, thank you. I don't need you no more. But then they want to play victim when, everything else just falls down and crumbles apart. Half the time, some of these men that when they take advantage of you, they did it just for personal gain, for them to gain other things. They didn't exactly gain these things for them to actually like appreciate and actually want it for themselves. They feel like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, I have this. I can go get that. But then when that person rejects them, then it's like, oh, well, all of this is for nothing. Then what? They fall off and then they come crawling back to you. That's my 100% opinion. In that kind of
Bruh,
scenario, you building this person up, and they use you, son.
bruh, tell me why. Okay, let me give y'all a scenario. Okay, I had a person that I know. So it was basically it was vice versa. The guy was working, but the girl was basically at home. She didn't have no job. She was being at home, but she was trying to find a job. She finally found a job, but before she found that job, the boyfriend kicked out the house because he said that you're not trying to help this, that, and the other. But she was trying. She finally found a job, and her uncle passed away and gave her some money. Like so, she was in a will or something, and she ended up buying a car, getting a nice job, um, basically getting her own apartment, nice area, all that. Guess what? They get back together. She lets him back in, and he's mooching off of her, not working. Bruh, the car's messed up because he takes the car. The car lost the wheel, got into a wreck. They're having the relationship isn't working anymore. They steady arguing, and yeah, it's just bad. He can't keep a job. She still got her job.
Okay, so I'm a little opinionated about that scenario too. Why did she go back?
That's what I'm saying. Why?
Why did she go back? At this point, I can't even really blame the dude, although it doesn't give an excuse as to what he did because it's still morally wrong. But why would she go back? She set herself back up for that. You saw the signs right there at the beginning.
And the crazy thing is, everybody was telling her, "Do not, no, stay where you at. You good. You don't need him. Why go back to somebody that basically put you out the house? You was doing everything for yourself after you got put out. You ain't have nothing, and you go and get a job. You get a Camaro. You go out here and actually get something for yourself in a nice apartment, everything. And this is what happens. Come on now.
That was a
That's what
child in
like
the
for
town on the
real.
street. Yes, hello, period. Because ain't no way you
Bruh,
about to
when
take
I
away
say
from
dude
her.
ain't have no car, she let him drive the car, all that.
Gave up too much of what she had herself, monetary stuff, physical items.
Bruh.
I
Man,
think she
look,
just wanted to feel loved. That's what I
basically,
think.
I think that's what it is too.
And people take advantage of that, whether you're a male or female. You
Mm-hmm.
have men that express that too. Sad,
Man,
but
like I said, if y'all have a question that y'all would like to ask in the comments, type Dear Cupid with a Q and put y'all question in the comments. We're gonna answer it. We got one more. We can do one more before we get back into the show.
I think some women are more so insecure. Okay, and you know what? That's probably it too. But you know how we're talking about nurturing. Where did the insecurities come from? Was there a lack of nurture or lack of something that wasn't given growing up or during your past experience, even at your teenage years? A lot of these things you pick up habits on. Look, the shade. Y'all leave him alone. Y'all know how he is about his cue.
All
You
right,
should have put your
all
cue
right.
on today.
We can have
You can
yeah.
ask
You can
anything
ask
related to
anything.
love and relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love, relationship, the show. You wanna, just so You finna get this last question in before we
Glitter,
get
you
back
about to
into
ask a question now?
the topic.
Yeah, so true. Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably typing it. Man, y'all make sure y'all
Yeah,
fade
I'm gonna
me
give it
and
some time.
Queen. No, I backspace so fast.
Sound like it's okay.
We was waiting for you to type it. You know, it's open. So hey,
Yeah.
if you wanna if you wanna hold it until never mind. Sometimes it be childhood trauma. Yeah, love correctly. So accept anything that feels like love for real. But
Mm-hmm.
dear Cupid, would you nurture your kids the same way? Mean the same if they are girl or boy or different? Yeah, same way. It shouldn't be no different. Like treat both of them the same. Like a little tough love for the boy, but you know, gotta treat the princess.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too.
Yeah,
Gotta put a little bit more pressure on the boy,
yeah.
but that's something that I'm still working on myself because I'm real protective of my
And
child.
I
She
have
can
no
attest to
kids.
that.
I For everybody in the comments and in the stream, I do not have no kids. So Cupid has no kids. So,
Yeah, so who's gonna
but
give him a Cupid Junior? Cupid with a C.
all right, y'all. Look, we getting back into the show. Like I said, this is Dear Cupid every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you could be a guest, answer relationship and love questions, give insight and tips to better understand love and relationships. We're talking about nurturing Alphabets of Love, Season 8, Episode 14. Man, look, this is the show where you get to learn all your. You want to talk about love language. You want to talk about different topics about love, relationships. You want some help in your relation. You want help in your love life. And
Mm-hmm.
then we say, Cupid, you're single, but how you know so much about love? Hey, look, let me tell you something. You don't know what somebody know with knowledge, and you get other people's opinion. You don't have to be married all the time. You don't have to be in a relationship to know some stuff, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Some things are just natural to certain people. I'm like, I can give you the advice, but it's up to you if you want to take it. I can give you the tips, but guess what? In the long run, is your life and how you want to run it. If
Mm-hmm.
you want to go down a path and make mistakes, experience, yes. I've been with a few women, but I can put them in categories of I've had a woman with kids, I've dated a woman, you know, that had everything. I was building. I've been with a woman that I had to build up. I've been with a woman that just wanted to just have a situationship and not a relationship. So I can talk about so much because I didn't been in those relationships. It's just the mistakes I made back then. I wish I could have known what I could have did to make that better. But hey, we're here now and we're understanding what Dear Cupid can say and help you on your relationship. But we finna get back into nurturing. All right. Man, so I have some very interesting, you know, things that can help you understand nurturing a little bit better. I have like 10 of them. If we can get those 10 out the way, and then Queen got something special for you guys in the show.